Oh, wow. Okay. I just tried to do a little sample video to see how laggy this looked at first. But now when I started it, it's okay now. But when I played the clip back, it wasn't laggy anymore. It was completely fine. So that was really weird. Hi. Notice anything different about me? Probably not. Well, the hair is a given. I mean, my hair is always different because of wigs. Well, don't know if anyone would have noticed it. I'll just hold the frame here for a second to see if you figure out anything different. It's my nose. I got that on my birthday, so that was a thing. And the computer I'm using now to film this is different because my other one had some problems. I don't know if I caused the issue or if it was just time, because I had that computer for about 4 years. If it just was like, yeah, we're not gonna do this anymore, it's not gonna work out anymore. I don't know. I have my phone right here, so it's kind of giving me some light. That's a little bit better. I don't know. I wanted you to be able to see the ends of my hair like red. I really like this wig. But, well, I'm gonna go like that. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. So, I don't know if it had anything to do with the site I found. I found a site for anime called like Billy Bill, something Billy, or some shit like that. I can't remember. But I was looking it up, and they're just saying it was like the Chinese version of YouTube, that it's big in China, but the main thing they put on there is anime and stuff. The layout is literally just like YouTube. If you go look it up, you could probably even find pictures of it, but I don't know how they can get away with making it look just like YouTube. I don't know if that's what did it, or if it was just weird timing, weird coincidence. But I have a habit of leaving my computer on overnight, and I'll usually use my laptop cooler and have it that way it's not going to overheat or anything. And the next morning after I use that website, I have an ad blocker and everything, so if I felt like I was using a site, it usually kind of helps me out with pop-ups and stuff. But I go to type in the chat I'm in, and then I realize I can't use the B key, I think it was. And then no, not the B. I couldn't use the I key. And then after that, I'm troubleshooting all these things, uninstalling drivers, reinstalling drivers, doing all these things to try to help my problem. And then nothing's working. You restart your computer for those things constantly. Just wasn't working. I have my K key just stop working. And then I even go as far to do a factory restore on this computer, right? I even have an external keyboard that I was just going to use that computer and it was going to get me through. But yeah, before I get the external keyboard, the number 8, I guess it's part of one of my passwords I needed, has number 8 to get into the Wi-Fi. But 8 key wasn't working either, and they're all in the same vicinity, so I don't know what happened, if I fucked it up, if my keys gave out. I even took the keycap and I kind of lifted it, but I didn't fully take it off and I was cleaning them. Like, I don't know what went wrong. I really don't. I don't understand. But it really got messed up. So I do have an external keyboard. I can get on that computer. But at that point, I was like, well, it's already been like 4 years. It's had other problems. Even the, whatchamacallit, my mom messed with it the one time. And I was having all kinds of volume problems. And she was like, I'm gonna, like, mess with it physically, like, mess with the headphone jack. And then she messed with the wrong thing. And then I had to get wireless headphones. So that was the thing for a long time. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'm never going to be able to use my audio jack again the right way without plugging something in or using wireless headphones. But that's whatever. It's fine. So it's had like other problems. But I never thought I would have to get to the point where I had to factory restore it. To then find out that everything I did was for nothing. I had to reinstall Windows, went through the whole shabam, and it never fixed it. So it still has that same problem. And I thought, well, I don't know if any virus or any malicious thing could do that to your computer, but I reinstalled the whole thing. Everything was brand new, so I don't think that was it. I think it is like a hardware issue. I just don't know why I got rid of 3 keys. It was really weird, really stressful, very annoying. So right now, that computer was a Lenovo. The Lenovo IdeaPad S145, I'm pretty sure. This is a Lenovo ThinkPad, so it's a lot smaller than what my other computer was. But it works like really well, and it has a touch screen, which I don't necessarily need, but if I wanted to like stop the video or continue or whatever I wanted to do, I could just touch it. It's very nice, very lightweight. Kind of reminds me back when they used to have like netbooks back in the day. I guess this is kind of like a better version of that. And this specific computer was made for like business. It's made for working, but it works well for what I want to do. I didn't really mess with games at all on it. If I did, I'd probably put one of my Dead or Alive games on it, even though I have it on my PS4. I'd probably do it just to see if it works. Yeah. I feel like a lot has happened, but not a lot has happened at the same time. Just because I did have the flu, I did have the COVID. I had 2 family members just have COVID, but I have been staying safe. Knock on wood. What else can I talk about? Honestly, I don't even know. I just kind of blanked. I just had my birthday, and then a 3rd decade of life, so you can figure that out. Means I'm 30. I can't believe I've done my 20s. Sayonara. Hasta la bye-bye. That part of my life. Oh my god. My pappy, my grandfather, what was it, Christmas? Yeah, Christmas gathering. He could not believe I wasn't going into my early 20s. Keep in mind, he is in his 80s. So I'm not like, come on, pappy. I was just like, really? I thought I was that young? And he was like, you look like Mackenzie. I'm sorry. Mackenzie is my niece. She's not even 20 years old. So he thought that I looked like I was in my teenage years. I was like, oh, pappy, come on. But I can't be mad at him. I just thought it was funny. I mean, if I was in his shape, to be as healthy as he is, being in his 80s, and he has a pretty good memory. I think his memory is a little bit better than my Mimi's. I think he usually has it more together than her. No offense. But I was like, I understand what you mean. Time really does fly. Oh my god. I kind of regret, like, there's some, like, profiles and stuff I have that I don't even know if my age, like, shows up. But being on IMView and stuff, I'm like, damn, I should have, like, shown my 20s more. I think around, like, 28 or 29, I started to hide my age. I'm like, I'm a little old. But I always think of age differently. Like, I could tell someone in the 40s, like, you're young. But when I turned 29, I'm like, I'm old. It's like, shut up. No, you're not. Like, I feel like a lot of, like, the Gen Z kids and younger are gonna be like, oh, 30 is so old, 25 is so old. Like, I remember thinking it when I was a teenager. I'm like, thinking, like, 25? That's old. But when you're there, it's not. It really is not. It's not old at all. Yeah, that's crazy. So, I'm just here to show that I'm okay. I got my nose pierced. Shit's happening, life's happening, and St. Patty's brunch or dinner at my workplace is another drag show. There was one on New Year's Eve at my work, and now there's gonna be one for St. Patty's, so that's cool. I haven't really been to drag events before, but it's kind of cool that my workplace is doing them, so I can just be at my workplace when I want to see a drag show. It's actually kind of cool. Ariel Versace, you know about her? She did a death drop off this tiny little section of the bar that had everything set up. She got on top of it and jumped down. It was so crazy. I really wish I had it recorded, but I think someone else managed to record it. But I was just like, oh my god. She did this big drop while she had these big heels on, these big boots. And everything managed to be okay. It was so crazy. Yeah. I haven't been posting that much on my Instagram either because of the stalker situation I talked about before. Someone I knew in real life wouldn't leave me alone virtually, and whenever I go to put my profile on public, I feel like I have a risk of that person seeing me and trying to follow me. Happened not that long ago, actually. Like, I had another account that I knew, like, someone from my past in school, and they were trying to follow me and had a whole other, like, burner account. Like, I think he's picking people that I knew of and trying to follow me with those accounts. I confronted him, like last year or whatever it was, when he was like texting me and calling me other people's names, like other female names, like to mess with me. And I was like, I hope you realize how scary this is. And I really would like for it to stop. And he said that he would never talk to me again. I didn't block the account. Stupid me. I should have. But I didn't because I was like, okay, this is really the end. I should be left alone. And then I realized in recent months there was a request from that account that I talked to him on to follow me. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't block? And then I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't block that account. I usually would have, but I didn't. So, because of that, I was like, yeah, I think I should block it now. Because I didn't before, and I forgot. So, I blocked it. And now it was like, it made a weird ass, like, fetish page thing. And it had, like, a person that I knew, like, that it was following the account. That's everything that this dude has done. He always leaves behind some little clue. Like, his dad's name or someone I went to school with's name, that they follow that account of like someone I knew. So this one had a chick's name that I remembered her from school, and I was like, okay. I really doubt that like she made the page and tried to follow me on some weird ass page. So I pretty much concluded that it was him again trying to mess with me as soon as I put my profile on public. And the reason why I put it on public was because this guy that I used to work with, actually, he comes by every now and then, he visits us. But I used to work with this one dude, and he really wanted this one video file from him doing karaoke at my work. So I tried to send it to him on all these things, and it wasn't sending right. I tried through like text message, Facebook, and then I went to like Instagram as one of my options. And in order to tag him, I had to put my profile off of private and onto public. So I did it for like only a little bit. And I think around that time is when I got that weird ass fucking like follow request. So I was like, oh my god, it's happening again already. And it was like I was at the very end of my night at work. Like I go and I sit because I'm already done. Like really? Like you can't like already happening? It's already like I already know now. It's like I'm being watched. I hate that. So I haven't posted in a hot minute on it. If you have that account, you have that account. You've been following me probably, but if not, that profile's private. I'd really like to not have to limit myself. I would like to post things and feel good about it and not feel like, oh, I probably shouldn't post this because I'll be watched, or I can't have my profile off of private because I'm just gonna get lurked on. It's just tiring, and it's 2023 now, and I would just like to be able to start that off differently because it's been going on for like I don't even know how long, maybe a year or two, that this whole stalking thing was the thing. Yeah, it's just very troublesome. And I think that experience, knowing someone in real life but being cyber stalked by them, kind of came back to my mind because I watched Selena Spooky Boo. She's here on YouTube. She had a video about her real life stalker. Her situation was way more extreme, and I feel very bad for what like she had to go through. But it's like, damn, any type of stalker is fucking creepy, and it's not necessary. And I feel like there's certain cases where they know how like fucked it is, and they're still going with it, or they're pretty much completely delusional and don't even know what they're doing. This, and in my situation, I think he does know what he's doing to the point where it is malicious. So basically, the only way that I know when I even feel like it's over or not is basically just from me keeping my shit hidden. Because if I don't really get peace of mind. Sorry that this video turned into just that rant, but like, it was one of the main things happening for me, other than like, I don't know, me losing my sister a couple years ago. It was like one of my main like burdens. Not having peace and not having peace of mind really fucks with me, especially when it's like you don't get a say. think that's it for now. I think I got some stuff off my chest. I just wanted to make a video. It's been a long time. I don't know when I'll be back or what I will do next for video, but I'm gonna leave that be for now. See you guys later.